Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town Grand Station. Now between episodes I have finished all the logic off in here, all the way along, and we have a rail going this way for our town which we will connect up. But I have noticed a problem, and I can't really fix it right now. Our wood train, which is going around, always has stuff in it. And the reason for that is that because we're using carts to pick things up, we're only ever dropping off like 20 at a go, and then 20 is being moved down by the cart, and then this is never getting full because it's been used, and we so we need to do something. But I could put more carts on here. I really just want to get belts going, if I'm honest with you. That's going to be a much better way of doing things, I feel. But we have our rail, which now travels all the way down to here, so we can get things working here with our flour. What was flour? Here was fast, so we need to go a bit more than that. But there was a fantastic suggestion. Let me just find it quickly here so I know who it was by. I did actually have the page open and I must have closed it just before I... Robin Soupy recommended that I instead of just using the 2 flour to make bread, we use flour and potatoes because it uses less flour, so that might help. And I like that idea. I like the idea of going with flour and potatoes. That's because wherever we're going to make bread, which is going to be over here, isn't it? Yeah. You've got bread here, which is 2 flour into 1 bread, or you've got down the bottom here you've got bread and potatoes. Which I like the idea of, because potatoes are quite easy to grow. We could plant potatoes and get them going, and they will be a thing for us, and we're using, so we'll have that. So this is going to be our first double drop-off area. First official double drop-off area. Obviously this is designed to be much larger than it needs to be, but that's how it goes. I also need to build a train for the coal. I forgot about that. We don't actually have a train connected to the coal system. Picking up coal, and our coal barn is... the coal barn's okay, but let's do that first, because I feel as if our coal is going to be needed. We also don't actually have a fuel system down here as well. Something I have noticed. Probably need to fix that issue. 3 again. How do we fix that issue? We could just... we need to build another forester down here, really, and get things going. Or I could just steal this mine and put it down here, because I don't really think we need 2 filler ups on here. One takes it on the way in, one takes it on the way out. I don't think that's kind of needed. So let's move that down to here somewhere, like that. We'll grab the fuel loader, put it there. And what we can do is literally just grab this chute and run it. Like that. This will change. This will change. I want to change this up to be essentially a magma generator on both sides. So yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay, and then you should be filtered to coal. And you should go and you should get your load. And you should do your thing. Everything should be awesome. Oh, hold on. No, everything won't be awesome. We need a pusher or a sorter. And that needs to be set to not a signal, it needs to be set to coal. And then you've got into your coal. Pick up coal. Off you go, you drop the coal in there. We've already got 100 coal in there because we don't actually have any minecarts because they're not done and not filtered. These are the minecarts in the centre. I didn't really need to filter. I didn't filter the minecarts in the centre. It's just the ones on the outside. Okay, so let's do that again, shall we? So we go with coal, wooden planks, mana, normal stones. And you may go, go. It's only going to move 20 at a time, which does mean that this is going to fill up because that is way close. But, well, that's just how we're going to go for the moment. That's fine, that's fine. The school's not doing anything, that's fine. Okay, so let's get our bread going. But what I want to do first is I want to explain this a little bit because it looks a bit weird. And the fact that I've used sorters and pushers is a bit odd. What I've discovered is that if you have a sorter, let me put in another locomotive here. I'll just do an empty locomotive, and we will make you. I want to be this one, so we want to do 4. Okay, go. I'm just thinking this might not even work. I might have broken this. There, yeah. If you have a sorter after a pusher, for some reason the sorter breaks the system, and I'm really not sure why. But it's annoying because now that train can't go because he doesn't cover the sorter's signal. And because he doesn't cover the sorter's signal, he's not allowed to move, which means he just sits there. Even though the track is free, and the sorter should ignore him, you know, it should go, well, I'm not trying to push you a direction. Yeah, so you can go that way. That's fine. That's not a problem. But that's not what we want him coming down here. So this does actually have to be pushers. I don't understand why that's a thing. And then it's a sorter. A sorter pushes an item. And if the way is blocked, it will hold the item until the way is unblocked. But that is holding an item that just isn't there. I really thought the sorter would have ignored, because they ignore it if they're driving this way. They're driving this way, they ignore it. So they kind of act like filters. You know, they will hold an item going, nope, you can't go that way because you're not that thing. So I wanted to use sorters rather than pushers because I'm worried that the trains coming along for the main town, the food, are going to come along and end up not being able to get down these because they're blocked, so they'll carry on. So for instance, when the wood cart and the stone cart train come along and park here, the wood cart's 5, the stone cart's 5 and is parked out here. The cart will come along and go, well, I need to pick up something here. The train will come along, sorry, I need to pick up something here from this side. I'm going to go, well, I can't, so I'll just carry on, which is why I wanted the sorter. Can't really think of any way to fix that. Because I can't move it into the centre, because they both have to move to here. So we'd have to have a down and an up, and that you can't do that. I suppose I'll just have to make them sorters, pushers, and then try and figure out something here. Try and figure out something that if it's got a 00 signal, turn around. I don't know how I'm going to do that. The other alternative is to run a second rail, like above it or something. I could move it back one. It's there, so then the train will come down that way. And then that wouldn't affect this here, so it would just have another connecting rail to it with a different sorter, with a sorter on it, which would always push it down. I've got the pushers here in the centre because when a train comes along here, so the O2 train would drop off into here, or pick up from here, sorry, and then would come along, carry straight on and go that way. It would go to the left. We don't want that, so I've got a pusher which pushes it to the right. So that would work. I wonder if I switch these round. I made you the O2. I make you the 002. And then I'll do the same here. Make you the 04. I'll make you the 004. Okay, off you go, train. You get pushed down and you're fine. And then you get moved along. So a sorter before a pusher works fine, but a pusher after a sorter, but a pusher before a sorter doesn't. Okay, so that's not so bad. Because that can be dealt with. That because it will still work. It should still do the job. Because the sorter will push it across the rail. So if another train is coming, the sorter will hold the train until the line is free and then send it down on its way. This one, if the station is full, which it shouldn't be because it would back up along this rail, so it should never end up being full. So the pusher should work for that one. So you're 006, you are 06, we have 008, and 08. 010, and then 10, 12, and 14. And then here we've got a sorter pushing it across the track, and then a pusher for here. So yeah, so that should work. That should work. And then as I said, these ones here, if the 13 train comes in here, its natural course is to turn around and go back the way it wants to go to the right. But the 013, if it comes here, we want it to go this way because it's supposed to be going down to the town over there. So that's why I've got a pusher here, which just pushes that train that way. That should now work. That should now work absolutely fine. You're 04. What are you? What is 04? 04 is down here. What are any of these? Oh, you're a delivery system as well, so we don't really want any deliveries. We're going to want a delivery of flour. Won't we? You can become our flour train. Let's go all the way up here, where our flour is going to be. So we're going to need two separate drop-offs. So this isn't going to be bread anymore. And that one isn't going to be flour. It'll be have a flour train. Okay, if that's the case, let's go back to this other train. And we'll make you a potato train. Not that we have potatoes being picked up yet, or being used, or whatever, but we'll make you the potato train, and flour and potato are in the same area. So, you're waiting for a flour pickup. That's not correct. This basically needs flour and What's it kicked off? You're a bread train. You need to go up here where there's no rail. We have 300 rail. Run it up here. Don't know where the hell center is. Normally check it with the forester. Center is 1 square over. Yep. Hey. Oh, I moved that. Why did I move that? That was a mistake. But I copied it. Wrong button. Okay, that's fine. Grab as rails. Copy. Paste those rails in there. Hey, and the train just kicks in straight away going, hey, I'm off. I'm off. Let's go, let's go. Boom. I thought these were all going to be holding till full. Did I do that? Are they holding till full? Did we do holding till full? I can't remember. No, we did not. Oh no, because we're using a blocker. So we just want to grab as much as we can. That's fine. So you've got a blocker there. You, however, don't have a filter. A saucer, sorry, not a filter, a saucer. Let's put the saucer down there. Let's put one down here. So this is going to be picking up bread. So bread. And you are going to be tagged with bread. And you're facing away, so turn around. Off you go. Turn that on. Hold the train in place. Oh, minecarts do not spell with a K. Oh. Just put 3 on for the moment. That seems like a good thing. And you're supposed to be filtered with grain. And this isn't needed here. Because there's no stop for the drop off for the grain. So do we have any grain trains, or was they the ones that I made the mistake? I think they were. I think they were the ones I made the mistake and I deleted them and found out you don't get the resources back if you delete a locomotive, which is a bit of a problem. Okay. So this probably wants to be larger than that. So we've currently got locomotive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So say I love a locomotive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. We'll go 6, don't we? So like that. Move that to there. Do that. So that can now store 2 trains, and has the potential to store 3 trains, but we don't want to store 3. 2 is the maximum we want to store, because we're having 5 carts maximum on each train, which means that's 100 delivery, and the storehouses can only store 200. So now let's get another locomotive. Let's go down this end and put it down here. We always want to start down here where the fuel is, otherwise things start going a little bit wrong for us. Okay, grab ourselves a minecart. We'll just put 3 on there for the moment, and you're going to be grain, and you are going to be, where is grain? Grain is this one, which is going to be 03. Okay, we've still got remnants of the old connections on here. Let's get rid of those. Yeah, you're going to be grain, and you're going to be 03, and go. Get some fuel. You go down there and do nothing. Oh, Oh. Ah, see, this is still on the old design. I haven't changed any of these. I must do that. I must do that because that's wrong, because that wants to be an unload. Okay. There we go. So an unload and it will go and everything is fine. We don't need that pusher there anymore. And in fact, I don't even want the trains to have any way of turning that way anymore. So there we go. Okie dokie. So we've got a problem where our rails don't exactly work because we're picking up and dropping off and things wrong. Let's get rid of these minecarts. And I want to swap them around, but I want to make this so that I can do this a lot easier. Okay, let's just do this one, shall we? Let's do the rail loaders. Boom, 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 boom. I was pushing the wrong buttons there. There we go. Okay. Yes, you are the only minecart on here, and you're going to be filtered with grain because that's the only thing this is going to be dealing with right now. And that wants to be a load. That wants to be a unload. Okay. We drop into that one. Okie dokie. Right, so you want to be reading that inventory instead. You want to be reading that inventory instead. And then you, filter block, want to be going to that one. And all the way out over here to this one. Which should basically allow us to have everything kind of working, I think. You're going to get dropped off in there. Okay. So you say that's got more. No, that hasn't got more than 99 in it, so we're not doing anything. Ah, so you're picking up apples now. You need to connect to that. I suppose we'll build another minecart and filter you to be apples because they're in the system for the moment. So there you go. We do need to change all these to be conveyor belts. I've said that many times. We need to actually make some conveyor belts. These need to be loads. Are they the correct thing? Yes, it'll be a rail loader, not a train stop. Okay. So you should pick up grain. Yep, and the next one should pick up. That'll be fine. So we should still have a stone cart. Zoom up here. You are currently stopped because the blocker is on. I don't know why the blocker's on. The blocker set because of more than 99, and you've got none. Okay, maybe next time it will trigger when this minecart goes by. This is the problem with the minecarts. They are quite slow. Could speed them up with magic rails when we get there, or I could put a locomotive in there as well, but then locomotives only pick up one of each item. Right, so that's triggered that, and that's triggered that. Which means that if I come up here now, our train still hasn't gone. That's weird. Oh, hold on. No, I've got this wrong, haven't I? It's the bottom one that tags to the... blocker, not the top one, it's the bottom one. Okay, dole. Okay, try to remember the logic. Try to remember it all, especially when I do this and then have to make small changes to it, and then you go back to something previously. Oh. Okay, so you're saying fine because you've got more than 500 in you. Which you haven't actually got more than 500 in you. You've got less than 500 in you. So that should be sending a full signal, but it might not be sending any signal at all because the it might be sending the same signal over and over. We might have to actually trigger this one to send a different signal. I don't think it's going to get above 500. Nope, it's not. Okie dokie. So we need to trigger this one manually and let the train go, and then hopefully that'll all sort itself out and check it out. It's not a huge problem if it doesn't, because we've got individual trains now, so if a train is carrying on going even when this is full, it doesn't particularly matter. The trains just keep the stock on them and go back. They just waste a bit of fuel, so not particularly fussed about that. Why we don't have any wood? Why don't we have any wood? We have no wood here. Okay, we have no wood because do we not have a wood train? We don't have a wood train. Okay. How did I manage to miss that one out? There we go. Go. There comes our grain train. Dropping off 60 a go. And that once that gets about 250, and the second 250, that'll trigger. Okay, so we now have a plank train, don't we, as well? Yeah, there we go. You're dropping off planks. Awesome. Which means that one of these minecarts is going to pick up planks. You, and then you drop off in there, and then everything will go, and everything is working. Awesome. Right. This is the problem with moving things left and right, is that I'm sometimes going to miss things out, and I'll be like, where's that? Where is that? I see the centre one's holding till empty, so drop off. Okie dokie. Right. Okay. So, a bit of a logical episode there, hopefully. Getting some things going. I don't want to move the town and change this up. So we'll probably put the town in the centre and have the rail run through the centre, and the town will be on either side. And then we'll separate the goods out. Might just deliver them straight into there, although I think you might need a train station for this, so there'll be a train station and then it'll deliver to the 4. Then it'll be, maybe we'll split the town into 2 halves. Don't know if I can find a town layout that I like, then we'll go for that. Okay, but I think we shall leave this one here. And I do apologise there's not been a great deal happening in the last couple of episodes. It's essentially just trying to get the fundamentals right and wait on some resources so that I can actually build out. But we are losing money, so I do need to address that. So the next episode we shall concentrate on bread. Get that working, get that going, and then we should be good to go. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.